back at it with another great game in chess history, and we're revisiting our old friend Karpov, who has white here. And this comes from the 1985 World Championship match between Karpov and Kasparov. And this is one of those that every now and then a player will make a judgment call and play something that's objectively bad. But the thing is, if there's only one response that crushes the opening, that makes it bad, then you're going to be in rough shape, right? If your opponent doesn't know it. So we get a Sicilian after d6, c4. Karpov was known, and I'm going to follow along on the phone here. Karpov was known to play this specific variation. And once we get to this standard position right here, I mean, the normal move is bishop e7 and then bishop e2, castles, castles, and both sides are going to go for a typical hedgehog structure. And I believe Karpov's favorite move here was queen b3. And this is a, it's just Karpov's type position. He's restricting all the counterplay. We have a typical Maroczy bind. d5 and b5 are hard to accomplish, and white just has steady numbing pressure. Well, Kasparov here goes d5 and says, you know what? I don't want to be in this bind position. I'm going to see if Karpov knows his stuff. And I am currently looking up to see what the best variation is here. So Karpov in the game played cd5. And after ed5, knight b4 was played, pressuring that d-pawn. Bishop b2, so far so good. And Kasparov goes bishop c5, trying to get a little more. And this is probably the moment, this castle's kingside, because bishop c5 is asking for a little bit more. And in 2017, I've got 7 games in chess-based database with white scoring 80% win, well, 79% rather, with bishop e3. After capture, capture, actually no, I lied. After takes, it's queen a4 check. And after knight d7, queen takes b4. And I'm beginning to understand why this line wasn't played by Karpov. It is very outside of Karpov's problem solving. Typically when he had a position like we were looking at, he's not going to go into the deep complications as we saw in the 10 games that we analyzed with Karpov. He's going to go into a line that may be objectively slightly worse than some complicated tactical variation, but he's going to get a solid, simple position that he can just play forever. That was his strength as a player, definitely. So with bishop c5, castles was played, bishop f3, and I mean, these are all intuitive, natural moves. Karpov's just holding on to his extra pawn. And Kasparov just keeps getting development and getting ready to attack. Rook e8, b5. Now we're looking at moving the knight and playing b4. Knight d3. And already I would say that Kasparov's got a pawn's worth. This is starting to get annoying for white, and we have the immediate threat of b4 that's going to fork both pieces. So Karpov's already getting pushed back some. h6, tickle tickle on the b, he runs. And notice how all of white's pieces are just kind of getting pushed, while all of black's pieces are looking better and better for the cost of a pawn. If this is gambiting a pawn, I want to gambit every game I play. Bishop d6, g5, all or nothing. It's coming around. Take. And this entire game is a clinic on using activity to make things happen. He finally gets back that initial pawn investment. There it is. Give me the queen. And this is one of those great positions. If he takes the queen, we take the rook with check. We're getting back the everything. Queen f2. And after rook e1, this isn't going anywhere in Karpov resigned, because say for instance if knight f1, rook takes, and then mate. So the moral of this game, and it's this key moment, knight a3, d5. Kasparov plays a move that, again, like I said at the beginning, objectively is not the best move. But he clearly did his research in this position and came into this game ready to sacrifice a pawn for long-term compensation in order to attack Karpov. So this is not a line that you would prepare for. It would be a line that you go, oh, okay, I'll just play in the situation and be better. But this was a brilliant technical move by Kasparov for the match situation, and knowing Karpov as a player, sized him up, played a move to take the game into where Kasparov was stronger, and he got everything done that he needed to in that one.